on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pirates' offense will be first on the attack. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Nelson. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, ECU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tulane's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. The throw. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Got the back over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Pirates headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Pirates!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. To the air, it's Nelson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Pirates are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback adapting. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, suddenly.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo is just crushing it out there right now. Almost reminds me of Bills Mafia at a tailgate. They're up 14 over the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line as they come out of their own territory with a vengeance.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, East Carolina. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Mitchell. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Preston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Skips away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's real. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he's still running after the move. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the...
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
That one comes out hot down the right side. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Pirates. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave.
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease. Off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to 1.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The Green Wave. Move the chains on third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They booted away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught near the sticks. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he... featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Preston. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Preston. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. He'll try to tack on one more. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got it down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big...
A shot toward the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, East Carolina!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? 14. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Rushes on him. Oh, the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find it.
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance. Using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Four-face bait.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, the pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Gray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's McClure. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Release to the back. That's reeled in. It's Turner. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time he's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. It's 1st down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. This one's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
A strike downfield. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football, going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football...
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Bunch formation for these receivers. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit. You might as well hang on to the ball. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the
quarterback feeling the pressure and down. Was at the 22.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Finds his man. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Arizona! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down, 10 yards to go. Williams will pass. Gets it out quickly. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Welsh. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snags a quick pass on the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's talk a little about Arizona. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
First play of the period will be a second down. Williams will pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get it.
Touchdown, Bucks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Formation for these receivers. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab on the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Colorado! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air, it's Dyer. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a...
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it. End zone for the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum.
He's taking the shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
What can you say about the passing attack we've seen from this offense here in the first half? Up and down the field. The quarterback is in a great rhythm. And I'll tell you, his receivers have stepped up as well. Another nice catch on the perimeter this time.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressed much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down. Throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona. The offense coming out to bear down. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Coleman. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Grab behind the line. It's Welch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bucks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Back open in the middle. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Takes a hit as he fires. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. It's caught. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Arizona runs out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play.
Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It's complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Lewis to throw. They're working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Welsh. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Colorado! In the window for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Arizona comes out with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure, know the quarterback's going to hold it, get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Got his man quickly. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking. Stop him at the 7. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Fires left. Pulls it in. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put...
Colorado.